Hello YouTube, Jeff Steele here with Steel Navigator. Today's video is on how to care for a short beard. And by short beard, I mean a beard in length of 3 to 5 millimeters, also known as a stubble beard or designer stubble. Okay, so such a beard requires trimming in a perfect world 2 to 3 days a week. I'm only trimming my beard currently once a week. I set my beard trimmer on 3 millimeters. Okay, I do it once a week. And so what you see here was trimmed at 3 millimeters about 4 days ago. Okay, so it's probably 5 millimeters at this point. Okay, so just got out of the shower. First thing I'm going to do, beard oil. Okay, and at this length beard, I do 4 to 5 drops depending on the day. If you're going to be out on the town, you might want to, or go camping for a day, you might want to up it a couple of drops so it lasts a little longer if you're going to be away from facilities. I just really work it in. Of course, the whiskers are short, so you also want to get the skin, okay, especially on the chin area and up under the jawline. That's where the most beard itch occurs. Okay, and the leftovers I will hit the eyebrows. Keep those nice and healthy. Okay, and the remainder I'll rub through my hair. And what is left I'll take all over my body, especially over tattooed areas. Keeps the skin and the ink work looking more fresh instead of ashy. Okay. Also, I'll apply a moisturizer. I use the Castle Forbes cedarwood and sandalwood essential oils. It's all natural. It's about the best I've found. I haven't seen it in stores. I do get it online. And I'll put this also in my beard. Normally I'll put this on first before I go to the beard oil, but I jumped ahead today. Now this isn't your standard hand lotion. This is a very high quality from Scotland. It has about 7 different essential oils in it. Especially during the winter time, or if you live in a cold climate, extremely important. And the same thing, the remainder, rub across the body all over, keep the skin nice and moist. Put the rest in the hair. Okay, lastly is beard balm. Okay, I take about this much. You just want to try and see what works for you. When I first got into beard oils and balms, I had a long beard. I mean, I'm talking a 4 to 6 month length beard down to here. I had that for about 5 years. Okay, and I would put way too much beard oil. I'd put a whole dropper, and my shirt collars would be soaked, my pillowcase would just be soaked. So you just really need to see what works for you and your beard. But if you're staining your shirt collars, your pillowcases, you're putting way too much, okay? It goes a long ways. When you're applying it, you think you need a little more than you do. Start off with a low amount. You can always add more. Now, if you have a year, it's probably going to take a dropper, maybe two. But most people do not have a yeared. So think of beard oil as just the base oil that absorbs more quickly. Okay, it's more temporary. Think of the balm as a grease. Okay, it stays longer. It absorbs slower. Okay. So you got balm, then you got grease. The rest I'll take in the eyebrows here. Get the hair. And then what's left I'll take across the body. Arms, legs, shoulders, upper back, back of the neck. Okay, so normally when I'm clean shaven, I shave every day. I have to shave every morning. Beard grows back. I probably get my beard grows, I would say, in a 7-day period, probably 7 millimeters. I kid you not, that's how much growth I get. Just from my diet and exercise and genetic factors, at least 7 millimeters a week. Okay, so I have to shave every day when I'm clean shaven. When I have a beard, I might not shave every day. When I'm shaving, I'm talking about the neckline and the cheek lines, okay? I might shave every other day or every 2 days, okay? But I still use the same shaving process as I do if I'm shaving my whole face, okay? So that's pre-shave. And right now I'm using this Vanderhagen. I think I'm gonna switch this because it was a great formula when I first started using it, and I've been using it for a couple years now, but they have recently changed the formula, I'm sure to increase their profit margins. And it's more watery now. I find it running down my neck when I apply it, and I always use a shave brush. Okay, that's number one with shaving. A good high quality. This is a silver tip badger hair brush. Okay, so that's what I use. It retains the heat, retains the water more, okay, and really preps and brings the hair, raises the hair up to get a better cut. But the problem, again, the shave butter, they changed the formula. It's more watery now. I'm sure it's just to increase their profit margins. And it also has a terrible scent now. They took a great product and just screwed it up. Okay, so Vanderhagen, if you're listening, go back to what you had. It was working perfectly. As far as razor blade, I don't like Gillette as a company and their stance on masculinity, number one. However, I've yet to find a better cartridge razor than this Gillette Fusion Pro Glide 5, okay? I've tried the Harry's, I've tried Schick, I've tried 12 different razors, okay? They still have the best engineered product, okay? And for example, comparing them to Harry's, the Gillette has a spring back, okay? The Harry's does not have a spring, it's sort of a rubber band on each side. And I find that it does not, it jumps and drags and basically tugs and pulls the hair more, okay? So I'm all for trying a better cartridge, but so far, Gillette's still winning out, folks. But whoever makes the better product will get my money, okay? That's just how it works. So next, at the end here, after everything's had time to absorb a little bit, I'll take a shave brush. This is a boar's hair, okay, lightly self-distribute all the oils and balms, just very lightly. You don't want to jab this in your face, just lightly. If anything's clumped together, this will spread it out evenly. Okay, that's all I do with that. I also do that in the evenings when I get home from work. So let's look at also the beard trimmer, okay? Now, I've tried at least a half dozen different beard trimmers, okay? When you have a long beard, a very long, I'm talking a Civil War looking beard, that's what I had for at least 5 years. Okay, the way you trim those is totally different than when you trim a short beard. It's so much easier to trim a short beard than a long beard. Long beards, you cut the cheek lines down, and the way I did it, I wouldn't even use a guard. Okay, I would comb my beard down so because it kind of came to a point. Okay, and I would just angle it down and shave freehand. It was very dangerous, of course, because I could cut half the beard off if I wasn't careful. So it just angled it down. Okay, and it took a lot of time because you have to be super careful with it. It just take a little bit at a time. But the short beard, the great thing is you just get a designated beard trimmer, set the setting, and just run over everything. It's fantastic. So again, I've tried at least a half dozen, and I got a new beard trimmer about a month ago, and so far of all the beard trimmers I've used, this has been the best one. Okay, I've had the fancy Norelcos with the vacuums. The vacuum only sucks up about 20-25% of the hair. Okay, so you're still making a mess. If it sucked up 80 or 90%, it might be different. But also, when you have a short beard, you want the head to be relatively small so you can get all around the little areas up under the nose. Okay, and not have to have 12 different adapters. You can just set the setting and get it done. Okay, so this is the Panasonic ERGB 42. ERGB 42. Okay, so stainless steel blades, 45-degree angle. It's wet or dry. You can do it in the shower, rinse it underwater. Cuts 1 to 10 millimeters. Okay, and the charger, you just got this, pop it in the wall, and then pop the charger, the trimmer on top. Okay, no cords dangling, taking up a bunch of space. Super ergonomic. This is it. You get about 50 minutes of use. I get about 2 beard trims, and you just plug it. It's a 20-hour charge time, so just charge it for a day. But you get at least 2 beard trims out of that. It's got a very small head. Again, I keep mine on 3 millimeters. It's got the millimeter setting. And the head's small enough to get up underneath my nose, okay? I set it with one setting, I go against the grain on my whole beard. That's how I do it. Maybe if you want a long beard, maybe if you have more patchiness going on, you want the hairs to be longer and lay flat, maybe you go with the grain, okay? So maybe it doesn't raise up off the face as much, but it covers any patchiness. So it's just however you want to trim it. But this is the best one I've found. I just rinse it in the sink, put a couple drops of oil on the blades. It's the best one I've used yet. So I will put links down below for all of these items that I'm using to maintain my beard. So again, we got the shaving area. And when you're shaving a short beard, I see this mistake every day, okay? You want to go 1 to 2 finger lengths above the Adam's apple. That's the line, okay? Depends on your style, your body. I go 2, it works for me. And cheek line, okay, you want to go really where the density is most even, okay? Everybody's different. Some guys are blessed and it comes almost up to their eyes, okay? It's just however you want to style it, okay? But you don't want the chin strap and you don't want it to be too high. I see that every day. Again, as I mentioned, I'll put links down below for all these items that I use. It's working great for me. And this is the beard style women love the most, folks. It's not clean shaven. It's not the long beard. It's the designer stubble, short beard, 3 to 5 millimeters. Okay, I'd say probably more so on the 3 millimeter side. So I found it's very effective. I've definitely got more attention with the ladies with it than without it. Okay, I always test these things, test these theories myself. And I'd appreciate it if you hit the thumbs up icon, like the video, subscribe, and share it if you would. And I'll try to upload more regularly. I'm gonna do an actual trimming video soon. A video of me actually trimming my beard, how I do it with that trimmer. But just want to give you an overall view on how I take care of it. Thanks for watching and have a great day.